This is lesson 3, 530 Atlantic Avenue. Let's go back to the this is at grade, right? So I'm going to draw on the ground floor, which is that 7 risers, right? Let's just extend these. So I want to be able to see through, and I want to be able to see that CAD file. So let's see that our underlay shows grade. All right. I'm going to draw the outline of what's going to be the floor slab. And these are probably going to be pretty massive floors. I'm guessing 16 inches or so, maybe structural concrete slabs. Architecture, but I'm going to draw them at 12. I'm going to use 12-inch floor. I'm going to draw it by its shape. I'm going to use these pick lines to basically select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. Let's try to connect up those sketches. I'm going to use the trim extend. See how I'm trimming up these lines together? And maybe I'll offset those to the center line of the walls. Let's see what I got there. Alright, I'm missing a line to complete the shape. Okay, I've got overlapping lines, so I'm going to have to fix that. Yeah, that one just goes past. Let's try to finish the floor and see what it does. Okay, so now I have that floor. Now what I can do with that floor is basically copy it to the clipboard. Let's go over to this 3D view for a second. So I have a floor copied to the clipboard. And now I need a copy of that floor on levels 2 through the roof. So what I can do is modify, paste, aligned to selected levels. I want one. Do I need one at grade? Let's place one at grade. Well, let's skip grade. Yeah, let's place one at grade. Level 2, 4, 5, 7, and roof. So there's the outline of my building. Right? I don't have the columns yet, but that's really pretty much the shape of the building. If I go to any of the elevation views, I can see I have that at grade. So what I may want to do with grade, go to the site plan. Right, that's where I put the Sanborn map, and draw a topography surface. So I will go here, massing in site, topo surface. I'm going to make a flat surface outside of the elevation markers. Finish that. So now when I go back to my elevation, you can see I have that. There's a floor buried at grade there, but that's okay. And I got to get up to the ground floor with some steps. The next step is to begin making columns. So let's go to the ground floor. Don't have to go nuts with the exact shape. Oh, let's move that grid line a little bit. Right? So I'm going to make an architectural column about that big. It looks like they're all about that big. Architectural column, rectangular, 24 by 24. What else do I have? 18 by 24. That's going to be just about right. A little bigger, maybe. I'm placing one at the intersection of each of these grid lines. Let's see what the top constraints are. I didn't check that before I started drawing. Ground floor to level 2. That's going to be fine. Let's continue drawing the architectural column. That's why, see how easy the grid line makes. Okay, it looks like they need to be a little smaller, and I can change them all by selecting them all and changing the type afterwards. Once I've done this for the entire floor, I just copy them to every other floor. I can also export from Revit to AutoCAD and bring it into Sketchup so that we quickly have a Sketchup model. The grid line's a little bit out of alignment. Arguably, we could put these into the wall, embed them in the wall, but I'm going to skip that because we have a massive wall on the outside. If we decided that that column wants to be instead 18 by 18, and it's actually going to be edit type 18 by, let's make it 18 by 12 and see if that suits us. Depth, let's make the depth 1 foot. See if that's better. That looks a little bit better. So now I'm going to select all of these and change that to the one I just made. See that? I'm missing one over there. Select all the columns, copy to the clipboard, go to 3D view, modify, paste, aligned to selected levels, 2, 4, 5, 7. I don't want them on the roof. Right? So the ones on the top floor just have to be modified. The top offset. So let's see if we can select all these columns on the roof. Select the right fence. Those are all the ones. Roof, top offset wants to be 0. Right. Now maybe all the columns. Top offset wants to be 0. Let's see if that does it. So that's our building. Okay, that's the end of lesson 3.